Hey baddies, welcome to Auntie Amy's Trashy Tarot. Today we're doing a pick a card reading. This one is all about your soul contracts, alright? So soul contracts are something that you make before you incarnate. And they're not like a legal contract. They're flexible. They are things that you have free will to stop, to say no, okay? But they are things that can guide your life, and understanding them can also help you understand where you are in your life, and can also help you understand that you have the right to say, no, I'm not going to do this anymore. Alright, so Spirit really led me to do this reading. Oops! Spirit really led me to do this reading. Your auntie is clumsy, even in a voiceover. So anyway, if this is your first time to my channel, hi! Hello! How are you? It's wonderful to have you. I hope you will stick around. If you're a returning subscriber or member, hi! What is up? How are you doing? I know it is just crazy in the world, isn't it? So you guys stay safe, drink your water, and be careful out there, alright? Because it's insane. And I'm so glad you're here. I really, really am. I think this will be a really good message. It's something that is powerful. It can be powerful. So settle in, get your snacks, and I will insert a little video for those of you who need more time to see which group you're drawn to. Now, if you are drawn to more than one group, there may be more than one message here for you, because my messages often can blend in one to another. That's how it works over here on this channel. And with that said, I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey Group 1, all of you that selected Life is a Gift, and or you were drawn to the Rainbow Moonstone Crystal, this is going to be your reading all about your soul contracts. Now, this reading won't encompass all of your soul contracts probably, because we can have a lot. We can have a few, we can have a lot. Okay, so your card says life is a gift. Life is a gift. I'm going to put your card, we'll put it right there. Okay. So that's the overall theme of the soul contracts we're going to talk about today for you. Now, soul contracts are something you do pre this incarnation, and you plan them out. You say something like, you know what, I'm going to be your narcissistic mother in this lifetime to help you learn to love yourself and stand up for yourself. And once you have done that, then we may perhaps part ways. We may perhaps do counseling. There'll be several pathways. We may never talk again. And that's just an example. Okay, but I want to remind you that you always have free will. Okay, always, always. So it's not like a legal thing. These contracts, you can break them at any time. We have masochist, okay, in reverse, and it says projects energy onto others, hate, weakness, and vulnerability, abusive, low self-esteem, endures great great self-torment. Life is a gift. That hurts. I'm being pulled to the toxic X-File, so I'm going to go ahead and pull on this. I'm trying to be gentle with the cards. Okay, tell me about this painful energy. Tell me about this contract of love. You love so much that you, in this life, willing to suffer to help others learn about love. We have claims double jeopardy, refuses to be accused for a crime they obviously committed. So you bear the wounds, and everyone knows they did it. But it's as if no one cares. And that hurts. It hurts. It's deep. It's crushing. And it feels like this may be a pattern in your life. It may be something that happened once, but it was such a major happening that it left a emotional crater in your life. I'm going to get a drink, but I don't want to stop the video, okay? Drink your water, okay? It feels like you have put up with quite a lot of neglect. And this feels like from masculine energy, it feels like from feminine energy. You may have wounds of both. And it's burden. This is a burdened life. And the thing is, your soul is so vast. It is so breathtakingly big. Tell me more about this great love you have, that you bear the burdens of so many, so powerfully, so bravely. All you want is love. To give love and be loved in return. Life is such a gift. And for some of you, there has been, oh wow, that just flew off the table. Life has been such a battle. Some of you have major health problems as well, or you have mental health problems. You may have big financial burdens. It just seems like a crushing lifetime here. And it feels so bittersweet. It feels just like you have so much to give here. Tell me more about this. Life is a gift. Spring and autumn. And we have, wishes fulfilled. Tell me more. This is the Akashic Tarot. Tell me more. There is a loneliness here. There's a sense of isolation in your soul. You are a lonely hermit, very wise. These soul contracts were major. We have intricacies and industry. I want to cry. You guys' soul contracts make me want to cry. Because I feel like you sacrifice so much. Sorry, let me turn them where you guys can see them a little straighter. Is that straight for y'all? It don't matter. You see the cards, that's all that matters. I feel your sadness and disappointment. Life is a gift. Some of you feel like it's been wasted, but it hasn't. It hasn't been wasted. And I want you to know that you can absolutely walk away from these soul contracts. You are not indebted to anyone. There is a time and a season for everything. And the saying goes, some people come in for a day, a week, a month, a year. Some people last, a lifetime. But you have to accept that some things aren't meant to be. And even with people you love so much, okay, precious people to you. I feel the pain here with these soul contracts. Like, you agreed to take on a heavy burden because you are a healing soul. I feel your energy as Lemurian, back to the land of Mu even. You're a healer. And you may feel very stifled here. You may feel like, what am I doing here? All I want to do is have people around me who love me and I can love back, but now I can't trust anyone. Well, it really and truly is the path of love. To trust. Healer, heal thyself. I want to tell you a little something. You have a soul contract with yourself to heal yourself. I know you're not going to like it. You have the garden. I know you're not going to like it. The Queen of Scrolls. Yeah, you don't like it. But this is that lifetime. I want to tell you, and I need you to listen, okay, because this might be a little hard to hear. Okay, you made a soul contract with yourself, and all the situations you've been through have been to get you where you are today so that you can begin to heal yourself. These wounds you carry, this sense of loneliness I feel in your soul, this thirst to be loved and to give love so freely to the point where it causes the wound to grow. This needs to be healed. You're a wounded healer. You were wounded in many lifetimes, and the people around you who are participating in this wounding of you are people you've healed in past lives. Okay? And they're coming in to participate in a sacred wounding of the healer. So that in this, I want to cry, in this lifetime, you can truly be healed. You can experience your own healing power. Now, there is a further working here where you will heal. Okay, you may already be on that game where you're healing yourself. But there's also an energy of life is a gift and it's meant to be shared with others. And it's as if this healing takes place and there's a flow that enters your life of familiar people. The other people, the wounding people, the wounders, the sacred wounders, we'll call them. They may not feel sacred, and I don't mean it that way. Okay, I'm talking to you from a different perspective. All right, because I understand that wound, that name can be bothersome. All right, and I understand that. But this healing and wounding is to help you get into your shadow so that you can get into the intricacies of your need to be loved so desperately and your need to be alone and how you were failed. Now, I feel this. I feel you, okay, group one, and I may cry, okay, but as I read this, the soul contract, because you were a powerful healer in a past life, okay? You were such a good person. You were so giving. And you were failed in a big way. It's so different for each one of you. Some of you were literally medicine people. You gave medicine to people, but that was called heresy. And there's a sense of betrayal there that runs deep because there was a devotion to the spirit, and there's a sense of betrayal here of that order, that belief. So that runs deep. I see people in forests, the cunning folk, common folk, people of the mountains, people of the earth, betrayed by their own. It's hard. This is hard. This is hard work. Because I feel you want to break free. You want to let loose your gift in whatever way. Some of you healed with your voice. You were a singer, or you told stories. You were a storyteller, or a writer, or you had this amazing ability to help people through difficult times. Some of you had the healing hands, where everything that you touched healed people. Your craft, whatever it was. Music can be incredibly healing. And I'm going to tell you, and this is not stuff I don't say, okay? Some of you were musicians. This isn't a large number, okay? And in some way you were betrayed and you never recovered from it. Your music was never the same. And this goes through different cultures and different times. It's as if your gift was stolen from you. And it's time to reclaim your gift. This is part of your soul contract with yourself. And it's powerful. Wishes fulfilled. This is key. This is how. This is the fulfillment of life is a gift to be cherished. And you're here to experience those good things, those amazing things. Okay, let us get some tarot. No reversals. Tell me more about this. This healing garden. I feel this soul in the healing garden. I do. I see it there. I see you in the healing garden. I see the soul floating, etheric, with pink and rosy colors. They sparkle, floating. There are many children around you. Many children. They hear your voice. You're definitely a healer. The children's souls are very drawn to you. I want you to know. Also, I see animals. I see a dog. Oh my gosh, that dog is so cute. I see a dog. I see like a Labrador. I see a little, what is that? A snissadoodle? Whatever it is, it's very cute. I see a golden retriever. Oh, they are so fun. No reversals, baby doll. No reversals. Okay, we have the Eight of Swords. We have the Nine of Pentacles. And we have Death. Your soul contracts. You know, you purposely made yourself blind in many ways. It's part of your challenge. And listen, many of us didn't come here to play around. We came here to do some stuff. And you're one of those people. And it's hard. Sometimes you may wonder, why is life so hard? Why is life so difficult? Well, and it's hard to hear this. It's hard to hear, well, you kind of designed it that way. But it's also empowering because if you take this in that you signed up for this, I know, okay, I get it. All right, but just if you signed up for it, I saw a dragon. I just saw a vision of a dragon, okay? I saw a dragon like an like Chinese dragon, just like with the music, like the uh, the the banging of like gongs. Whoo, that was powerful. It's like a gate opening. It's incredible. You may have had a past life. You may have been a artist in China performing these sacred dances with dragon energy. You may have been a painter in Asia or Tibet. I'm also getting Japan. Ooh, that was. Whew, I had to take a minute. That was strong. I don't always understand everything I get, but I try to bring it through as best as I can. It's telling me it's some kind of something dog or something. Maybe somebody will know and be able to explain it to me. I may look it up because it's very, very powerful. So I feel like that energy is saying it's time for you to see. It's time for you to see the truth. And I feel like for many of you, part of this is there is energy around you that wants to help you see. And some of you have very powerful ancestors specifically, I feel, especially with the vision that I got, that want to help you. They want to help you see more clearly. You are more connected probably than you even know with this Nine of Pentacles. I feel the spirit energy here. You know, she's got a bird here. And as an air sign, when I see a bird, it's always about spirit. It's always about the air, communication, spirit communication, empathy, the power that you gain from these psychic pulses, if you will, these psychic insights, listening to spirit and then grounding it. And look at the pentacles she has, 9 of them. 9 of them come through. And they come to her through listening to this bird, spirit. And there's transformation. You are meant to listen to spirit and to follow it. And it will help you get out of this situation where you can't see. It's part of your soul contract. You're meant to transform. You're not meant to stay where you are. Life is a gift. Your life is a gift. Every day is a gift. And I understand what a challenge it is to live in that energy, especially if you have depression, you've had trauma, you have issues with, illness. But if you can begin just to find one thing to be grateful for, I'm telling you what, and I say this as somebody who has lupus, who was in bed for 6 years and got up all by herself, has had tremendous, stuff. Okay. So I understand the issue with trying to be grateful, but gratitude helped me get up. I had to find something to be grateful for. And it helped. It did. It's not overnight, but it can definitely help. If you can keep a gratitude journal, it can help. Hope can move mountains. They say love can, but I stand by hope. Hope is powerful. When you lose hope, it's hard for love even to work. Love and hope go together. You put faith with that and woo, you can do a lot of good things. So you have powerful soul contracts. The most powerful one you have is with yourself. This transformation is going to help you really flow more freely with life. You're going to go from a place of holding on to people's torment to holding on to a lot of difficult emotions and difficult situations to transmuting that through listening to spirit, allowing your guides to help you heal intuitively. And I'm going to tell you, listen to me. And you know who you are. If your spirits tell you to go to the doctor, if they say you need to see the doctor, you listen. They're not going to tell you to do anything dangerous or anything, it's going to hurt you or anybody else. If they tell you, hey, you need to start drinking more water, do it. Okay? It can start that simple. Listen to what they tell you to do because they're trying to, first of all, they'll body check you, get you healthy as possible. No, they won't put you on a crazy diet, but they'll say, hey, when's the last time you were out in the sun? Hey, when's the last time you drank some water? Hey, when did you take your medicine? Maybe you should take some vitamins. Hey, because they want your vessel as healthy as possible. Then they'll say things like, you should meditate with me. You should meditate more often just in general. You should go for a walk and not use your music. Listen to the birds. You're forming a relationship. And if you already have one, Lean on it more. Allow them. Ask your spirits. Ask God. Whatever you work with, how for you it would work to transmute some of this energy. And it's it's different for everyone. We are so different. For some people, it will literally be going out, running, and crying. Literally. For others, it will be laying in a bath surrounded by crystals. Be safe with those because some crystals aren't good with water, okay? And listening to, crystal bowl music and leaving it in the water. Being emotional if you need to, talking about it to the water, the gods, whatever, and leaving it in the water. And sometimes you got to do it over and over and use Epsom salts and whatever you need and leave it in the water. Some people take a shower. Some people plant a garden. Some people cook. Some people write. It's going to be different for everyone. And so I can't give you a magic whatever for you. It's different for everyone. That's why you have to listen to spirit, to your intuition, to your gut. It's not just a simple situation. And I think for you, building that rapport more and more with your consciousness is really going to expand you. And I always say this, but it is so true. Your creativity. It's going to expand. And you're going to see your life in a different way. And you're going to realize what a gift it is, despite what you've been through. You're going to begin to see the gift. You may have to be reminded of the gift, but you're going to begin to see it. All right? Okay, group one, that's what I received for you. I hope this was an interesting and helpful reading. I really enjoyed reading for you. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I would love to have you as a member of my tribe. And I will see you beautiful, magical baddies in the next one. Bye, guys. Hey, group two, all of you that selected Insight and or you were drawn to the Pyrite. This is going to be your reading all about your soul contract. I'm going to put that right there. The Insight card. I'll put your stone right there. And we're going to get into it and find out about your soul contract. So keep in mind this is a general reading. It's a general session. So just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Now, the soul contracts are I think I spoke about this in the opening, but it's something you make before you incarnate, all right? And they can be broken at any time. It's not like a legal thing, okay? But they're contracts you make with souls before you're born, and it's like, I'm gonna marry you in this life, but you will always suspect that I'm cheating. And this is so that you learn how to trust yourself more about people, or something like that, or whatever. Okay, that's just a bad example, but that's an example. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm going to get a card here from the Archetypes Oracle deck. This card wants to come out. We have Grandstander Bully. Knows limitations, self-awareness, understands obstacles, self-assesses, demands respect, personal independence. Okay, let's get another one. Tell me more about my two. I think you're empathic. I think you're very empathic with this Insight card. Tell me more. I also think you're a powerhouse. We have Intuitive Healer, Emotional Exhaustion, Overanalyzes, Follows their feelings over logical analysis, burnout, depression, unnecessary suffering. We have Journalist, Advocates, uses tools to transform ideas, informs, educates, persuades, entertains, observes human condition, analyzes info. Are you a Virgo? Are you an earth sign? Hmm. Let's get one of these. Let's get one of these cards. Let's get one of these cards. Tell me more about the soul contract. This healer card. Are you Pisces? You feel things until you burn out. You feel them until you burn out. You take it all in. You're like a sponge. You're like a sponge, and you just take all the emotion in and you carry it with you everywhere you go, trusting in destiny. Well, and it's almost like you can't help it, but take it in. There is a need to shield here a little more and a need here to ground a bit more. There's this energy of standing up for what is right, um, not taking things lying down, being very brave and courageous because you feel it in your gut. You feel it in your spirit. You're a fighter. You are a fighter. And I know for some, this card doesn't look like a fighter, does it? Uh-huh. Look at that. Look at that phoenix in her hand. That's not just a pet, y'all. That phoenix came out of her heart. That's part of her. Right. It's so much more than what it appears. Exactly. There is this energy of standing up for oneself, standing up against bad energy. Those just fell off the table. They just flew off the table. I can't get them to fly off the table though. There's this energy of, I'm hearing like there's a lack of grounding here. Wow. They're just, all the cards are falling off the table. There seems to be like, are some of you having like foot problems? Dear Spirit, bring a gentle touch. We have Scarab Beetle. Magic works through you. I feel like people underestimate you because you have a very compassionate, kind aura. But also we have this grand standard bully. So are you a Gemini? They can catch two sides of you. So maybe you're a Libra, you could be an air sign. I feel like there could be a lot of earth here as I swim through the soul contract. It feels like you're complex. And the energy really is about standing up against brutality, against what is wrong. And I think you surprise people. I think because you have tenacity. I feel tenacity here. Tell me more. I think some of you have a soul tie, a soul contract to a grand standard bully. This may be a father, it may be your partner, okay? This feels like a soul contract. And you may take on their energy. You may have in the past taken on their energy. Yeah, it feels like this is close. This is like a close relation. I think being around them probably makes you very tired. They're very draining. This is a draining person. This is somebody who, and I feel like you may actually love this person, so they could be very close. Um, and it feels complicated at best. I feel like you try to bring compassion and kindness to this contract. I feel like you're trying to help heal this person through kindness and compassion. I think you take a lot from this person. I think they can be at times cruel to you as far as like your heart and your emotions. And I feel like they can be extremely stubborn, and at times heartless. And I feel like you will pull back from them. Absolutely. You will pull back from them and get space. But there's something about this person that causes them to always come back around. Um, and how they do it is kind of weird, the way they always come back around. But you have a soft spot for this person. But it is exhausting. This contract is exhausting, and you may find yourself drained from this contract. And I want to remind you that you have free will and you can step away from a soul contract at any time. Now, why would you enter into this? Because honestly, and I don't like saying these kind of things because it makes it sound like linear time is real. It isn't, okay? But you could say that you are a more evolved soul, or an older soul, or someone who just has developed more love energy or compassionate energy or healing energy. Okay. And, for, it's almost, okay, I'm feeling something here. No matter what your relationship is today, and it may be that you're a daughter and a father. Okay. But I feel if not now, you were father and a daughter in a past life. And there was issues there. It was a tough, tough life. And there was a sense of, failure by the dad. The mom was not around. I believe there was a plague. And there was also a famine at the same time. So the ground was not good, and we had some kind of plague going on, because the mother died of a plague, and it was a bad situation. Now, for some of you, the dad actually ran off in this life, and for some of you, the dad stayed around, and bad things happened. But in either way, there was some kind of psychic, spiritual wound here. Okay. So in this life, you gather to help heal the bond. The coldness that you may feel from this person, and it doesn't matter what shape, what gender, okay, this is energy. You gather to help heal this person today, and that's where the overwhelming love you have, the overwhelming giving them a chance, because you're really wanting to heal this overwhelming sense of need, of this void in you. You feel it from the past come forward. Now, the other person may actually be feeling how they failed you. And so repeating that pattern. And in this soul contract, there is this energy of trying to find a way to heal that. Now, the other person may not be ready. Okay. You may be ready, but they're not ready. But they may be coming around. All right. Let's get some more energy here. Now we have the intuitive healer. I feels like that's you. Then we have this journalist over here. This feels like a different energy with you. Okay, this is another soul contract. It might be yours, it might be not be yours. Tell me. Magic works through you. Trusting in destiny. Tell me about this. Oop. We have Akashic Library. Let's see. Y'all see that? Okay. We have journalists and Akashic Library. So either you're a writer, they're a writer, or y'all text to each other, or something about the written word here, speaking to each other, or perhaps this is about your career. If you speak, or you're on a platform, or you're a writer, again, writer, book, script writer, entertainer. Okay, we have the Queen of Roses and the King of Forces. Oh, wow. Okay. This could be about communication. Okay, let's see what comes forward. See this King of Forces here. Look at all this energy behind this King of Forces. Look at all the animals. An animal person. We have an animal person. Then we have this beautiful Queen of Roses. Look at her energy here. Sorry. I'm going to get you in frame. Beautiful. Good with nature, with plants, earth sign energy. I feel in Cancer specifically. Trusting in destiny. Now this soul tie, for some of you, like this person's coming in, or they're already in your energy, okay? And this is coming from the Akashic Library. Tell me more. Let's get a card here. Tell me more about this soul tie. It's magical. This soul tie is magical, okay? And you feel it. You feel it deep within you. Like this is somebody you feel. You feel it. We have mentalizing emotional impressions. You feel them. You feel them in your gut. You know they're there. We feel each other. It's a very deep. It's very meaningful. Tell me more. Look how they're looking away from each other. I'm not looking to find you. I'm not looking. Give us some more energy here. Tell me more about this connection, about this soul tie. We have the egg. Everything comes from within. That this may be someone you build a life with, or you've already built a life with. This may be your person that you have in your life right now. This is a soul tie. Tell me about the, oops, I didn't even want to shuffle. Tell me about the soul tie here. This is your person. This is your person. We have the 5 of Pentacles and the 9 of Swords. Ooh, this is tough. This is a tough soul contract. This is tough. This is a person who, like, there's worry, there's grief, there may be sickness, there may be poverty here. Y'all have been through lack, or there's lack here. Tell me more about this. This may be very karmic, this soul tie, or I keep calling it soul tie. This soul contract. Maybe it is a soul tie. We have the 8 of Cups. Perhaps this is an ex. That's still in your life. Maybe you have kids with this person. Or maybe this is your person. And it's just been really hard. There's been a lot of worry and grief. There's been a lot of suffering in this connection. So why? Why would we do this? What is the point of this contract? What is the point of this contract? Tell us the point of the contract. Okay, we're seeing another tarot deck. Tell me the point of this contract. Tell me the point of this contract. Tell me, what is the learning? What are we learning? How are we growing? There's a lot of intense energy here. It feels very melancholy. Okay, we have the Page of Pentacles. This one flipped. The Ace of Cups. Can you give us another? One more, please. This one. And we have the Four of Wands. Well, you know, they say the pendulum swings both ways. So as bad as it has been, it's going to get good. And it's like moving on to a new beginning, a new start, a fresh start. Not just that, an Ace of Cups here. Ace of Cups, you know, it can be a wish fulfillment. It could be something you want, right? It can be something emotional fulfillment. But the worry and grief is relieved. It feels like this particular contract really is about faith. It's about, who do you love? What do you love? What do you want? What do you need in this connection? Is it love? Is it love? Do you love him? Do you love him? Is it worth going through? Is it worth going through? Is this the one? Is this the one? Perhaps vulnerability is an issue here. Trusting destiny is the easy part. It's trusting someone else that's difficult. I feel the past life here with these two. Ooh, they just plooped out some cards. Well, tell me about it. Tell me about this past life. We have a chess game. Okay. We have the Ascent. We have a fated meeting. And we have the Ark of the Covenant. Well, first of all, this could very well be somebody coming in as well. But in a past life, this is somebody you met, was fated. Your connection to this person in this life was fated. You may have met them in a strange way. You may have met them on the internet, or at a party for a friend of a friend, or at your job in a weird way. Maybe they were a client. Something weird. Okay. And this connection, I'm telling you, no matter what you've been through, maybe an ex, you still love him. If it's an ex, okay, you still love him. This past life was sacred. It was special. This life is sacred and special because it isn't karmic. Okay, and maybe people have told you, oh, it's karmic. I'm not feeling it's karmic. Even if I said it earlier, I don't feel it's karmic. We have the Ark of the Covenant here now. Okay? This is the Ark of the Covenant. Okay? Sacred. Special. Sacred. Special union. But it's not the Queen of Forces. It's not the King of Roses. These are two very different people. And they're in this game of life. Okay? In this game of getting insight, developing and healing. And they're going to come together in a fated meeting, okay, to ascend. Perhaps together, perhaps not. But there's growth here, tremendous growth. And, we get a cup. Come on now, come on. We get a cup. And this journalist here advocates, uses tools to transform ideas, informs, educates, persuades, entertains, observes human condition, analyzes info. This is someone trustworthy. This is someone who cares. This is someone who's very smart, okay? And this is someone you're probably trusting destiny for, or you have. Now, if they're in your life, there will be this instant kind of like, I don't believe it. I question everything now. Maybe it's not true. It is. It is true. What you're thinking is true. Is it your twin flame? Well, everybody likes a label, don't they? Everybody likes a little label. So let's just pull some more cards. Okay? You're two different people, probably from two very different backgrounds, but somehow in this life you found each other. And it's to heal. It's to help you both ascend to the next level of your spiritual, physical, emotional consciousness journey. It feels like in past lives, there has been sacredness in your connection. Okay. And I suggest there is a movie. It's called Father, Son, Mother, Moon. It's old. It's old. And I don't know if that is even the right title. Okay, but you might look it up. It's very old. And it's an interesting story. But I feel like for some of you, you might have been a nun, and this was a priest, and you often met and talked about heavenly things. It was a very, very pristine relationship. It was heavenly. It was otherworldly. In this life, you come together to have an earthly connection, if you get what I'm saying. That is both earthly and heavenly. You get to transcend that. Ooh, okay. We have the Five of Cups. I feel like in this past life there was regret. And you did talk about it. What if we were this? What if we were that? Well, what if we were those things? We might not be who we are today. Very wise, the Two of Wands. And today, I feel like the intensity of the connection may at times be overwhelming. There may be regret that perhaps y'all have had issues if you know each other in your relationship. And there's regrets about that. There's regrets that, perhaps your relationship isn't as strong as you like. Perhaps your relationship isn't where you want it to be. King of Pentacles. Perhaps, money is very tight. Tell me more about the King of Pentacles. I feel like the Eight of Swords. Yeah, I feel like part of the issue with this connection may be money. It may be figuring out how to make money or get money together. There may be that kind of thing. Of course, a lot of people have that going on right now because everything is super expensive. But it may be more than just that. Okay. And that's coming from the fact that in past lives, there wasn't really a worry for money because you did the work of, whatever religious faction this was, because I feel different religious orders here and different, cults and things and different things. Okay. So at one time you didn't really have to worry about those things. So now it feels weird, because in this life you're incarnating to do different things. And so, it may not be your favorite thing to deal with, money. And so your money flow may be affected in this life. And part of your soul contract with yourself and with your partner, whoever this is to heal that. And I'll tell you something, I feel like you're restricting your flow because there is this, some of you you spend till it's gone, or you save and don't spend at all. And both of those things are not flow. You have to know when to spend and you have to know when to save. And knowing those things will help you grow money. And a lot of that kind of behavior comes from trauma. It comes from not having and experiencing lack quite a lot. So I feel like for some of you, you're healing that here. It also comes from the past life of just not understanding how it works, just never having to really worry about it. And so you don't really understand how the flow of money even functions. And in this life, you're dealing with all those things. And part of your healing is that there is something that begins to take form around the idea of money, business, success. Something you can do or your partner can do. You may have it going on right now. You may also not be as successful as you'd like. You may not be seeing what you want in this. I laugh because it's like, here is success, and then not seeing it, and perhaps you haven't started it yet and you don't see a way. So there's a couple different things there. But let's clarify here. So tell me more about this. It's like you have this on your mind. I'm sorry I'm saying like all the time. I'm really trying to stop. It's as if you have this on your mind. Perhaps you're working at it, but there's part of you that is blocked. It just, you can't see how this is going to come to you. You need to release the idea that you're going to understand how it flows. Okay, you don't know how it's going to flow to you. But you also need to not be afraid to release some. You need to not be afraid to receive some. Okay? We have the Five of Pentacles. 55 is going to be an important number for you of alignment. There's the lack, there's the worry, and the grief. This is the block. You're here to clear this block around money and resources. You're here to heal this, okay? You're here to experience success. For a lot of you, it's through something creative, something speaking, creative, words, sound out there among. When I see the chest card, this always makes me think of the internet and a public stage. It's just it's not, this is intuitive, okay? It's an intuitive thing. It makes me think of Uranus, all right? And Uranus just went into Gemini. So we have a whole, right? I think it went to Gemini. We have a whole shifting of energies here. So tell me more about the Five of Pentacles. This feeling of just not having it. I don't have it to save. I don't have it to spend. It's a shifting of your attitude about money. Money is a spirit. It's an energy. And if you hate it or you're scared of it, you're going to have a hard time with it. You got to make peace with it. You got to make friends with it. And you got to understand that it's the flow. You got to like it. It doesn't mean you worship it or, you're whatever. It means that you're friends with it. You're cool with it. You understand it's a tool to be used. Four of Pentacles and Six of Swords. I just don't have enough to move on. I can't see it. I can't see how I can move past this. I don't see this is a very difficult, this feels like a soul contract to break a generational curse, or generational pattern. Okay, this feels deeply embedded within this couple or yourself. Okay, and especially if you have like Virgo energy or air energy, you may be overthinking this. Maybe a Taurus or a Capricorn. Lots of energy going into I can't, I don't, I won't, I can't make it happen. And you're here, part of your soul contract is to heal this with this person over here. Okay, we were talking about earlier. Tell me more about this. The Six of Swords. I feel like you don't realize that you do have enough to move forward. Moving forward is an imperfection, okay? You may not feel like you have enough to move forward, but if you look around, you probably have more resources than you think. It's not going to be perfect. I feel like there is an energy here with your soul contract about you having this image of how things should be, how things should move forward. Okay. I had this too. Okay. And I still have to let it go. That's why, like in some of my videos, like my thumbnails and things, I will leave imperfect things in there because your auntie is clumsy and imperfect. And if you come to my channel and expect perfection, you're on the wrong channel because I am a human being and so are you. And you're not going to move on in perfection. You're going to have some issues. You may not have enough like you think, but you'll have what you need, okay, to move on. And that's what's important. Because success is here. Successful business person, okay, King of Pentacles, successful businessman. He's holding his little award there. See, he's got an award. Whatever those are called. He's got an award. But you don't get to this level of success without dealing with your issues about not feeling good enough, not feeling worthy of success. All of those things come from issues in this life and issues in your past life, and they're being brought up to heal, and they're painful. They're always painful. Tell me more. Okay. And we have the Ace of Wands. And there you are, inspired, creative. When you let go of the need to control the outcome, when you let go of the need to follow it A, B, C, D, E, F, and you just let go and you trust destiny, you will find that you are more inspired. You will find that you have more vitality. You will find that the universe, your spirits, God, whatever you work with, whatever you call it, things begin to unfold for you. Unclench your jaw. Drop your shoulders. Take a deep breath. Drink some water. Love yourself more. And allow things to flow to you. I understand that things are expensive. I do. And we're all just doing the best we can. Rice and beans are relatively inexpensive, and you can put a lot of stuff in them. Get your little cheese, get your little tortilla, and it's good. You know, sometimes we got to make the best of it. And I can't eat that. That's most of it's non-inflammatory anyway. I understand things are tough, okay? But it doesn't mean that you stall out your development. Even in the toughest times, money can flow to you. Resources can flow to you, okay? It doesn't stop because the world gets twisted, okay? There's a lot of chaotic energy. Chaotic energy can be used for manifestation. Use it to your highest good. A lot of you have been on this journey of healing the 55 energy. 55 is change. You are not alone. You have a lot of support from spirit. There is success on the table, and you're meant to experience it. Pyrite is an attracting energy. It can attract money to you. You can use it as an attraction. It's just important that you decide to move on from some things. You got to let them go. I know you feel things deeply, but it's time to let go of some of the things that are holding you back. Now, I know I made that sound easy, okay? When I say let go, you're not going to let go in perfection, okay? It's not going to be perfect. There's going to be issues, but here's what you can do. You can say, hey, I'm going to leave this right here, and I can come back anytime. I don't have to solve my issues with my life in perfection. It can be, over a course of time that I do it. It's going to be imperfect because you're human. And some of the things will take time to heal. So don't hold yourself to such a high standard. Okay? This whole thing about trying to be perfect, appear perfect, all that stuff is nonsense. Yeah, it's good to, care and all that stuff, but we need to do some hygiene of the soul. And I think a lot of you have been working on this. And like I said, there is success here on the table. There's new inspiration here. That's part of your soul contract. That is the end of it. That is the end of this. That's the happy that comes in. And that's where, boom, a new contract appears. Because the other one's been completed. The healing part. The moving through this density is a huge contract. It is a contract that's this big, and it snaps shut whenever you're able to get through this very dense Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. Okay, whoops, sorry, I'm just throwing cards everywhere. That's very dense energy. Feeling outcast, in regret. You got this twice. You are not supposed to be like other people. That's part of your soul contract. You're not supposed to be here. One of your contracts is you're supposed to be different. You have to embrace your differences. You have to. In relationships, in the way you are, you have to embrace it. Yeah, your empathy, your ability to see patterns, they make you different. I'm different. I am a weirdo, and I proudly wear that badge. I am. And so what? I don't fit in with all the beige people, okay? I don't fit in with them. And I'm fine. I'm fine with that. Who wants to be like all the beige people? I like color. I like my life full of bright, beautiful colors of all types. You are not meant to fit in. Shine. Allow the debris of the pain, of the lack, of the neglect. Allow it to move from you. Allow the earth to take it from you. Relieve yourself of it. Write about it. Meditate. Whatever you have to do. Move it through your body. Get it out of your soul. Get it out of your mind. So that you can come into an Ace of Wands energy where you feel inspired. Where you feel excited again. Where you can move into a thought pattern where you can imagine this King of Wands energy. Success, independence, charismatic, knows how to go after their dreams and goals, and is focused. That's part of the next stage of the next step of your soul contract. I'll tell you what I did is when I just got too bogged down in feeling something like this, I dropped it. I was like, I'm going to drop it here. I don't want to feel this anymore. and it'll be there when I come back. And it was. And I dropped it, and I did some transmutation. I did some work with crystals, and I took some Epsom salt baths, and I did some crying, and I processed the emotions. And you know what? When I was ready, that stuff was waiting for me. So don't worry, it'll be there. You have so many good things to look forward to in this contract. Well, the next stage. Just like you have a contract that's like step 1, step 2. They've got stages. Be patient with yourself, group 2. Good things are coming, all right? Okay, group 2, that's what I received for you. I hope this was a helpful and insightful reading. I really enjoyed reading for you. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I would love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, group 3, all of you that were drawn to the clear crystal quartz, or you were drawn to the key to mastery card, this is going to be your reading all about your soul contract or contracts. Just keep in mind this is a general reading. It's a general session. So just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. So lots of powerful energy in this group. Okay, so we're just going to get into it. I'm going to start pulling some cards here. Definitely you guys are on a path to mastery. Okay, this is very difficult. It's not like the movies. You know, it's tough. This is about loss. It's about overcoming serious adversity, not like in the movies, you know, painful things and mastering them. So let's get into it. Tell me about this soul contract. Tell me about this person here and their soul contracts. Tell me about the soul here. Tell me about this soul. Lumen Essence 35. Look at her heart chakra. Look at that. And it's a frequency. It's an essence. Oh, that feels really beautiful. Just get one more of these. Tell me more about my group 3. We have surrender. It's so etheric. Yet there's so much water here. Are you a water sign? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio? Tell me more. Also fire. There's a lot of different energies here. Tell me more about my group 3. Surrender. This wants to come out. Third eye activation. Brow chakra. Inner vision. Clear seeing. Okay. Let's get one more. Tell me more about my group 3. Oh, 2 more. Okay. The very bottom. Is this the bottom? Okay. It's tricky. We have the halls of a mentee, initiation, secrets revealed, treasures uncovered, initiation. You're an initiator. Crystal, skull, wisdom, clarity, divine healing, high vibrational energy. You are an initiator. You initiate people in this life. You're not here to master. You are one. Okay. Parading around like in life as a regular human. You just are one. And you have to surrender to that. It's as if you're remembering your mastery. You're remembering who you are. Tell me about this. I'm hearing there's like 4 rites of passage. There may be 4 people you have soul contracts with, and each one of them, each instance, was part of the remembering who you really are and why you're really here. This one, we have return. You've returned at this time, this very powerful time. This is no accident. This is no, what if, coulda, shoulda, woulda. This is, you came here for a reason. To remember your mastery in another life, which, by the way, to be able to remember it and pull your gifts through, baby doll. That's a level of magic, mastery, and soul calibration that is so high. It's so high. You're doing this because you have soul contracts yourself. Descend. You have soul contracts with people to help them heal, to activate them. You're an activator. You're an initiator. You were initiated in a past life. Okay? You also experienced some of them were very difficult initiations in this life. You may still be going through that. And they may manifest in, health issues, money issues, relationship issues, but they're major and they caused major changes in your life. You moved, you changed yourself completely, you changed your job, you changed your major, you changed who you talk to completely, you revamped your whole life. It can look differently how this manifested, okay? But each one of those is to bring you to remembrance of who you are. The light. The light isn't given to you. It is you. You are the master. You are accomplished. You have clear seeing, clear knowing. And you're bringing it through from a past life. I'm getting Aztec. A lot of times, Mayan. There is more crystal skulls than what they say, and they're not shaped the same way. Your soul is multidimensional. Your soul is multidimensional. You may resonate with being in Lemuria or Lemieux, the land of Mu, or a completely different continent, perhaps in a different realm. Some of you are realm hoppers. You're dream walkers. You walk the void. And you incarnated here all at once. Your soul ties are set to help you remember who you are so you can do what you came to do. Activate, liberate. You chose to descend into this consciousness. into the flesh suit. And you know that it really is a gift because so many people, quote unquote, so many souls, beings would like to be in this suit. I feel that you are tired. You have many soul ties, I will say. I will say some of you have like in the thousands, like thousands and thousands of people you touch. Some of you may be famous or be a writer or be on the internet, or the soul ties are not, no, they're not all like strong or anything, but you affect people. I see some of them as dashes. Okay, so they're not, you know. For some of you, this happens in the in between. You're working in the in between, in these temples, these places. For some of you, it's going to be like a spaceship. It's super cool. It's like holographic. It looks like a crystal city. It's like a super cool crystal city, y'all. I see a spirit laughing at me. Listen, it is. He's laughing. We got a spirit here, or perhaps a multidimensional. We'll say he has pointy ears, and he looks like a. What are you? What do you look like? He wants to say a goblin, but he's not a goblin. I think he's an earth creature, but we're not supposed to know about him. Anyway, he's laughing. I feel like you may see multidimensionals, also elementals. He may be an elemental. Hi. Um, some of you, there may be an elemental in your house or around your house. You know, you also, this may be a house elemental. There's definitely a spirit that wants to talk to you. They're very funny. Um, and this also could be from Lemuria. Okay. It doesn't feel, it feels Lemuria connected as well. So not, not the other. I can't even think of the name. Let's get some more energy here. Tell me more about these soul ties. I feel like when you leave people's energy, I think they miss you so much. I think they miss you so, so much. Look at this little dog. They miss you so much. We have indentured servant, feels a sense of security from others, loyal caretaker, joy in serving others, compassionate, altruistic, giving, helper. Well, isn't that you? I wouldn't call you an indentured servant, though. I think that's, you know, that's not what I would say. But you are definitely a servant of souls. You use your abilities to help people. And you know, in this place, most people use their abilities for themselves, which, no judgment, you know. But times are crazy. People need all the help they can get. All right. Let's get this one. Persona. Systemic, intentional efforts. Inclusive, empathetic, memorable, protective, facade, good public image, suitable for society, mystery. Here's the thing. I'm picking up on your soul ties now. And I feel like people are fascinated by you. There's a fascination, there's a mystery, Scorpio. If you don't have Scorpio, there's some kind of aspect in your natal chart that feels like Scorpio. Maybe you have some kind of Saturn-y thing going on. Maybe you got like a talent triangle. I know they don't do those anymore, but there's some kind of something going on. And perhaps not everyone gets that way, but some people do. And it's because they feel the magic. The magic is in your aura. It's just in your aura. It shimmers. It shimmers. It shimmers like the stars. It's almost like you have a coating of liquid velvet night and stars all over you. It is beautiful. It's not bad. It's good. It's purple and holographic, and I can't really explain it because it's almost like it's a whole other dimension around you, because I feel like you can put your hand in it. You know what I mean? Like you could put your hand in it and it goes someplace else. Probably not where it should, because it's probably protective. But you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It absorbs people's hands. They're not going to let nobody hurt you. Okay, we have crafts person, outside validation, uncommunicative, perfectionist to the point of alienation, moody, workaholic, brooding, misinterprets, reactive. So there's that person. Wow, they really don't like you. You really do activate some people, trigger some people. They don't like what you have to say. They're probably very conservative. It feels like for some of you, it's just they don't like the way you present yourself. They don't like anything you have to say, and they wish you would go away. It's you know, it is what it is. You can't please everybody. You might as well please yourself, right? But you're just in a different, you're just in a whole different category. I'm sorry. Category serving high vibe realness. You can't touch it. You can't touch it. You have deep soul ties to the people in your life. Like your inner circle is everything. Everything. If you can find people you trust, you are just like, this is my person. What was that? I just saw a vision, and it looks like, you know, Storm from the movies, that the comic book character Storm. I see her, okay, but she has like ice covering her. It's not ice, it's like a white frost all over her, and she's hovering. I don't usually see stuff like that, so if that means something to you, there it is. I'm trying not to filter my stuff, the visions and stuff I get. So tell me more. More. Okay, we have the Eight of Cups, the Ten of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. Listen, do not let this person take advantage of you. Do not. Okay, I know that you are very patient and very kind and very compassionate. Okay, I understand that. But don't let these kind of people take advantage of you. Okay? And be careful of these people. Be careful. It feels like they can become a real bummer. You know? You have several types of people who want to be around you. I feel like your soul contract is kind of to deal with these people, like the different kinds of people, learning how to deal with them, learning. It's almost like because of your mastery, your soul contract has just multiple kinds of issues, multiple kinds of people. You're doing multiple things at one time. Whoa, yay you. It's hard. It's hard, y'all. It is. Tell me more. I want to know more about this Page of Pentacles situation. Okay, we have no reversals, justice. I feel like you really try to exert a lot of patience with the craftspeople who are just out of their element. Now, this could actually be in the craft, like witches. It could be the magic community, the magical community, but it also could be at work. It could be people drawn to you. It could manifest in different ways, okay? And I feel like you often are like, oh, okay, we'll try again. But in the end, it feels like you get your justice, whether it takes time or not. Like no matter what they do to mess you over, no matter what, and you try. And here's the thing. I feel like some people will say, they didn't try. Oh, yes, you did. You just didn't try the way that they wanted you to try. Because you do things your own way, Aquarius. The age of Aquarius. You do things your own way, Taurus. You do things the way you want to, air sign. Fire sign, all of them. They all can be that way. And it's like you're not going to allow anyone to lower your vibration. That's basically what this is. It's as if you hold out a hand and you're like, okay, let's get out of this mucky energy. Here's a hand. And if they don't take it, you're like, okay, then I'm done, because I'm not going to be here with you in this. Then we have the persona people, and they can feel very much like a burden. And I know that you have this spiritual mastery thing going on, but even to you, they can feel like a burden because you're a human being. And I think you really try with this kind of person. I think you really give it your all, because some of them have a lot of problems. Okay. We have the King of Swords here. We have the Ace of Swords. Yes. We have a lot of cards. We have the Eight of Wands and we have the Two of Wands. I'll put that over there. I think these situations can get very overwhelming. I think there can be a lot of hurtful words said. There can be a lot of cutting and manipulation going on here. A lot of cutting words and manipulation. And I feel like part of what you have come to do with these, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to pull on that camera. What you've come to do with these people is to show them how to use their intelligence and learn how to not explode all the time, not be angry all the time, not be so explosive. And I feel like you do it in different ways. You may be the person that says, you know what? You're not going to yell at me. If you want to have a conversation with me about something, we're not going to yell. Text it to me. Or you may be the kind of person that says, you have said extremely ugly things to me, and until you take responsibility, I don't want to hear from you. Those kind of very intense teaching moments. Now, for some of you, this may be very close to home. Someone who is not good with words, who has talked down to you. And it's really been a difficult journey to overcome the aggression. The swords can be very aggressive verbally. It can be a real mountain to overcome the the mental and emotional stuff that goes on. And I feel like your soul tie here, your soul contract here really is about you overcoming and becoming victorious. And you healing your own toxicity that's learned so you can survive very toxic environments. You seeing the ways that you healed yourself, the way that you were your own hero in these situations, and you healed yourself. It's a whole process where you go from being the victim, which claiming victimhood is powerful. There are many people who have been victimized for real and have never claimed it, because to do that makes you vulnerable, they feel. And so, you move into the point where you claim the victory, claim the victimhood, and then you move into the victory. It's a whole process. And there's you. There's you mastering that, learning how to master it, learning how to master different types of personalities in the world. And then we have the indentured servant. These are people who are supportive. Okay, Eight of Wands, Eight of Cups. They're supportive. They're helpful. They want to give to you. They want to be there for you. And part of your journey is to not allow this to keep you from this. This is part of your journey to remembering your mastery, is to not allow the issues from these personalities to keep you from this. That's the soul contract. Once you recognize, you can begin to move forward. Your mastery, it opens up a whole new possibility for you. The recognition of your mastery, I should say. And I feel like for a lot of you, you're happy just kind of being in your own world, doing your own thing. We have underwater realm. It's a whole new world of emotion, of expression, of things bubbling up to the surface, of clarity, of vision. You are meant to express these feelings, these experiences. You're meant to create. You're meant to be the visionary. You're meant to stand out. That is part of your soul contract. We have initiation. Boom. We had that in another group, I think group 2. You're being initiated into even higher vibrations by doing what you're doing. You don't even realize it. Magic. In this life, if you haven't done magic, if you haven't high magic, witchcraft, manifestation, whatever you want to call it, prayer, chanting, again, whatever you want to call it. If you've never done that, you should. You should give it a try. I feel like you have some kind of aspect that gives you a natural inclination for it, or perhaps it runs in your family, but it would be very powerful and it would help you change some things. I suggest you work on healing yourself first, magically, spiritually, even more. Put more energy into it and you'll see bigger results, because you're really meant to move into this kind of place where you can begin to communicate things. You can begin to express things and put your work, your heartfelt, soul-felt, deep work out into the world. That is your ultimate soul contract. And the soul contract, it feels like it's with quite a few people. It's with like an audience or a group, um, because they're going to reap a benefit from it that's to their soul. It could be music, it could be a nurse, it could be so many different things. So many people touch many lives and they don't even know. So, all right, group 3, that's what I received for you. I hope this was a helpful and insightful reading. I really enjoyed reading for you. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I would love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. Oops. And I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys.